Hello, ladies and gentlemen, LMG here. Welcome to the DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, my game of the year. Now, this is the third and the final DLC, and it's got a little bit of an issue. I think they are rolling out a hotfix tomorrow, perchance. But I will also show you in this video how to get by this. Now, you can wait for Peter, because Peter is supposed to... Occasionally, he will come out here. I've waited for like 2 days. Somebody suggested I go to Trotsky and back. I went to Trotsky and came back. I spent about 400 grosh and nada. Now, he's up in his room. He's sleeping right now. I think currently it's like 1 in the afternoon. So I did go and do the dev console. But we should be able to... Yeah, and this will actually teleport us up to his room. Okay. Yeah, I've waited for days and he just is not showing up. I think it's, No, it's been a while since I've been in this castle. This lazy... Oh. Peter Pishek, really?
Henry, how you doing?
You know how it goes. It could always be worse. The war might be over, but the stench of it doesn't fade so easily. And more to the point, how are you, sir? I'm sorry you had to abandon your fortress.
It breaks my heart, too. To think I wanted to get out of here not long ago. Foolishness. But that's behind us now. Life goes on.
Anyway, sir, I don't mean to be rude, but I doubt you just want to ask how I'm doing.
No. You're right. Let me get to the point. I need help with something, but I have no one to ask. Even though I know you have a lot on your plate.
Actually, I just finished up the Forge DLC a while ago. I still have the Ragman quest, and the Prestige is only at 27 out of 30. But it's not a big hurry or anything.
Well, I'd be happy to offer my services. What's it about?
An old friend of mine reached out to me. Albik of Unichov. Does the name ring a bell?
Apparently he did treat... Alright.
I know he's a healer. When one of the knights got wounded during the tournament in Kuttenberg, he really took...
Henry's got a better memory than I do.
Would be the more accurate term. But even that barely does him justice. He's one of the greatest scholars of our age, and also King Wenceslas's personal physician. It's whispered at court that the king has fallen seriously ill while imprisoned in Vienna.
Sigismund focuses on plundering his kingdom, and Wenceslas's health hardly seems to concern him, does it?
Maybe.
Damn. That does sound serious.
When Master Albik heard about it, he decided to act.
He wants to go all the way to Vienna to see the king?
No. For now, he's heading to Sedlec. Abbot Jan holds considerable influence at Sigismund's court. Albik wants to visit him and ask for his intercession.
No, I don't like it. If the abbot is allied with Sigismund, he might want to detain Albik, or blackmail him.
I feel the same, but Albik won't be talked out of it. He sees helping the king as his highest duty.
And how does all this concern me?
As I said, it's a matter of security. God forgive me, our king's health is of course above all. But right now, I'm more worried about Albik. It took some effort, but I convinced him to wait, at least until I find him a reliable escort. And believe me, it wasn't easy. That mule's got a scholar's head, but it's a stubborn one.
Can you tell me more about the abbot? Sorry, but it sounds like you're afraid of him. I met him once, too, but I didn't get a bad impression.
You know Abbot Jan?
Not quite. We had dealings once. Something with bones. But never mind that. Go on.
Look, Henry, every high-ranking cleric's a politician in his own way. What worries me about Abbot Jan is what he ascribes his authority to. Others claim their vocation is divine will. He sees it somewhat the other way round.
I don't really get it.
It's only natural for an abbot or a bishop to question the morality of his acts. One must act, even if it means confession and penance later. Abbot Jan, though, seems to think that his every move and scheme is divine will itself, and that could be dangerous.
What's that got to do with you?
Albic and I go way back. He's been living over the Alps for a few years, studying at the university in Padua. As soon as I heard about Wenceslas, I asked him to come back. It's a serious matter, and when it comes to the king's health, he's the best there is. But I didn't expect him to act so rashly.
So, if I've got this straight, you want me to escort Wenceslas's court physician to the Sedlets monastery, where they don't usually let anyone in, and the abbot is as thick as thieves with Sigismund, so Albic, who was dead set on going himself, can try to get access to the imprisoned Wenceslas?
No, actually, yes. That's exactly it.
All right, I'll go with Albic. Last time I was at the monastery, it was, quite an experience.
Experience?
That's a long story. So what do you want me to do?
Stop by Albic's place, will you? He lives across the street with the quack. And give him this letter so he knows I'm sending you in person.
Tarmark, apothecary. All right, I'll go find him.
Good luck. I'll be in your debt.
Okay, and then go back to sleep. So we did get the letter. Some people also said they had the letter. I don't know if we can get out of here, though. There's a slight problem with that. I can teleport if we need to. See if we can get out. Yeah, because you can't actually get out that door. We'll see. Little torch here real quick as well. I was wondering if we could steal while we're here. I wouldn't say no. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually get out. So obviously, yeah, he's supposed to either be in Kuttenberg or you'll be able to get in here, but I am functionally locked. So give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. They also got a gamekeeper's letter. All right, in 1 second, I'm gonna teleport out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a slight teleport. Now we're back outside Schutztal. Thing is, though, like Peter, he's supposed to be in Kuttenberg. The directions he gave us are actually in Kuttenberg. I actually did play through quite a bit of this already, but I kind of forgot to hit the record button again, so yeah, Pebbles, that's just some way it happens. But alright, let's get back. Because originally, yeah, he is in Kuttenberg, right across the street from the guy. Yeah, that's why the kind of directions don't make any sense. Sadly, I'm going to miss all that. I'm actually going to probably go home first. Because we're going to need an outfit. And I've already got the outfit, but it's at home. So try to get that first. And so far, I got to say, I am impressed by what I've played so far of the DLC. Just by the time the video comes out very shortly, they'll have a fix for this. It's just kind of annoying, especially on consoles. There's no way you can dev console it, so it'll be a little late. I think we can still get to him, though. Also, one thing the game has made you very aware of: once we start into the monastery, we're stuck there for a while, so you can't get out. All right, there's our forge, looking very nice, actually. Gonna get out in a second here. I just can't wear all this armor and stuff. We can take our weapons and everything in the armor. We just can't. Oh, I was gonna say Magdalena was there. I think she's got some money for me.
Come here, Henry.
Have there been any order?
There have some fella.
This isn't...
Well,
How's trade?
I've got the coin.
Thank you very much.
Got a bit of money. That is a very nice part of that DLC. She sells off all your loot. Okay. I'm gonna grab some quick clothes. I just want to grab one thing.
Hey there.
Probably feed you. Now, Crabat, you're in charge. I'm not going to see you for some while.
Are you hungry?
I feel quite hungry.
And we're working on that one.
Hungry. Hungry.
Ah, he did it. All right. I just need one little thing because I don't have a full outfit for this. It's very reminiscent of the monastery quest that was in the first game. And I actually hung out there quite a long time, longer than you should for the quest. And slowly, night by night, I murdered a person. Till the end, there was hardly anybody left. It was fantastic.
Aye. Almost done.
Wow, I didn't actually know you cleaned our room. Okay, so now I have to get an outfit real quick. And we're gonna just go through this one. This is kind of my thieving outfit. And also we need the straw hat. Okay. I don't want the gloves though. Also, they're bloody. Everything else is fine though. Wear the good spectacles. Okay. Get up, Mandolin. I'm not going to be back for quite some time. Some pebbles. And we'll get right back out there. We shouldn't be too far from it. Now, this is weird, like I have been getting stopped in town, which never happens. Why is there a traveling merchant in town? Good question, there isn't. I don't know why it's like that. I think the DLC has been a bit buggy, especially since you can't get into the quest giver anyway. Yeah, but he should be appearing in Kutenberg, not Touchdall. Okay, what?
Are you blind?
I'm a little bit. And you'll notice there'll be some people up front, but we can't get into it. See him this way. Oh, the dueling quest. I want a duel, though. Those people left, I think, actually. But there was a guy in front of there. Okay. No. Back the other way, I think. Oh, because I gotta go talk to him for... Oh, yeah, never mind.
Whoa.
We actually have to go talk to the guy first. Who runs the apothecary?
Willkommen. I hope you're not just here to dry off. Guten Abend. Wie kann ich dir helfen?
I'm looking for Master Albic. I heard he lives here.
That's right, but he's not in at the moment. What do you want from him?
I've got a letter for him from Lord Peter of Pisek. Do you know when he'll be back?
No idea. He went over to the neighbors in quite a rush. The women of the house sent for him. Apparently, their mate's unwell.
Albic is treating a common maid.
Well, that's just the kind of man he is.
Who are these neighbors?
Just townsfolk. Same as any around here. They live 2 doors down towards the square.
That's all I needed. Thanks.
Okay, 2 stores down. We'll run into these guys.
If he keeps me waiting any longer, what are you doing
It must have been
here?
a storm cloud then.
Huh? Get lost. Just can't.
This should be the house Albic
But it had
went to.
everything. Your hair,
But what's
eyes,
going on at the
mouth.
door?
It was the spitting image of it.
Alright, so we'll go back the other way. That door should be open now. Maybe we haven't had time to get a proper wash or anything, but... We're right here. Well, let me wash up a bit. Definitely somebody sick up here.
Master Albic? Shh! I was sent by...
I don't know how you got in, but be quiet now. Take a deep breath. All right. Your breathing is improving.
It still hurts in the chest, sir. Like a horse sat on me.
A nettle compress will get your blood flowing. It'll ease off. Ribs aren't broken and the lungs sound clean. I have a potion made for you. Take it every morning and night, and stay in bed for a few more days.
But, sir, who'll see to the house? Who'll cook? My mistress won't allow.
I'll speak with her. What you need is rest. Thanks for waiting. I don't like being disturbed when treating patients. So, what can I do for you? Are you feeling unwell?
Me? No. Lord Pisek sent me to see you.
Ah, I think I know what this is about.
Sir Peter
Hand over the
Pisek
letter.
Gave me this letter for you, sir.
Really? Let's have a look.
Here it is. My name's Henry, and Lord Pisek says I should escort you to the monastery in Sedles.
Yes, yes. Peter and I had a bit of a disagreement about this matter last time. Look, Henry, I appreciate your offer, but I don't think I require your services. Either way, you delivered the letter, and I am sure Lord Pisek will reward you for that.
Hey, guess DLC over. All right.
I heard you intend to ask at the monastery to help you get access to King Wenceslas. Is that true?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm worried about his health, and I hope Abbot Jan might intercede on my behalf.
You think Sigismund would listen to the abbot?
It's a chance, and my conscience won't let me waste it.
Are you seriously not afraid to go to the monastery alone? You do know Sigismund has taken up there, don't you?
Sigismund? He's gone already.
It may not be only him. Don't forget his influence. You can never be sure who to trust.
I don't believe Sigismund would do anything to me. He has no reason to. And he doesn't act rashly. In a way, he actually owes me. Still, I wouldn't want to count on that.
You really expect me to just walk away?
Well, if you feel that... What the hell is that racket?
Hey! Albic!
Christ, give me strength. Another bunch of impatient wretches. Perhaps it's time I finally had a proper word with them.
Get out here, you piss fart!
Whoa, language.
They don't look much like the debating sort.
That's unfortunately true. On the other hand, it was fortunate Lord Pisek, despite my objections, sent me a personal guard, right?
You mean me?
Who else? Come on, in the worst case, I'll just see what you're made of.
So, you finally decided to come out. About time. I won't be kept waiting in the streets like some mangy mutt.
I've told you several times already. I'm busy.
Because you're wasting time on some wench instead of helping someone who actually matters.
No person is more important than any other.
Ha! For your own good, I'll pretend I didn't hear that nonsense.
That should be a fairly easy one to do.
Have you lost your mind? You do realise you're threatening the royal physician? All it takes is one word, and you're off to the scaffold.
What?
You mean the king?
Who else? The Kingfisher?
Bloody hell. Corva, fuck!
Look, it's not that big a deal, right? We'll be on our way. Sorry to bother you, Master Albig.
It's all right. God be with you.
And with you. Forever and ever.
Well, that's that.
I must say, you surprise me, Henry. And pleasantly so. Perhaps your company might come in handy at the monastery after all. What do you say? Will you come with me?
All right, yeah, it does warn you quite a bit. Your crucial point. You will be cut off from the rest of the world until you complete the DLC. So we can't do any of the other stuff. We can't also bring any stolen goods, so you do want to double check. I already checked the character before we started this. Let's go right away.
Yes. Let's go.
I'll just grab a few essentials. All right then. I think we can go. I've got everything I need. And you?
How am I supposed to behave at the monastery?
You'll be there as my personal escort. So you deserve the same respect as me. It's a bit unusual, but my name opens many doors. That's why I'm counting on you to follow orders and not do anything that might endanger our mission.
Oh, I definitely might do that.
You can count on me. How long will the journey take?
You've never been to Sedlet's? It's just beyond the town gates.
I haven't. They don't let just anyone into the monastery.
Okay, pretty simple.
I'm ready too. Let's go.
Off we go.
Interesting what time of day it starts, because I think this character this time I'm going a little bit later in the day, so I wonder if that reflects that. Oh no, so we just start, kind of early morning again. Yeah, but beautiful. A shame this isn't going to be my game of the year, I'm pretty positive, and damn, that adventure is finally coming to an end. Hopefully maybe a KCD 3. They haven't said yet, but I do hope. I picked a great outfit for this DLC, I really did. Yeah, so quite a big monastery under construction. Looks like some renovations, etc.
Father Abbot.
Hey, Abbot.
Albig, my friend.
Weird though he doesn't recognize Henry because we've talked.
Master Albert, welcome. I admit I didn't expect we'd meet again so soon.
But at the Italian court, I told you I needed to speak to His Majesty.
I know, of course. But after what happened, and now with what's going on here, nonetheless, King Sigismund has already returned to Hungary.
My friend, we both know your influence reaches well beyond the monastery walls.
And so does yours. In any case, you can gain access to Sigismund's court on your own. We both know how. That matter still hasn't been settled, Albic. The king cares about it.
Actually, forgive me. These are grave matters concerning His Royal Majesty. Can we speak privately somewhere?
I'd like that, but I'm afraid things are rather complicated right now.
Well, what's going on, my friend? You seem a little uneasy.
I am. There are 3 seriously ill patients in the infirmary, gravely ill, and I fear the worst.
The Black Death?
Sadly, we can't
Oh, the
rule it
plague.
out.
I'm out of here.
And I say that as someone who's lived through one outbreak already and survived.
Well, does it look like the plague?
You think I'd be alarmed over nothing?
Forgive me, Father. And who are these 3 patients?
2 are members of the monastery, Confessor Stephen and Brother Yaroslav, who works in the scriptorium, and one of the maidservants.
That doesn't make any sense. How could all 3 of them get infected?
When the plague strikes full force, it's swift.
Henry, I have an idea.
You said yourself one of the sick is a maid. And as far as I know, women aren't allowed in the cloister.
True. So how could she have caught it along with 2 monks?
Nobody could
Alas,
figure it out.
I don't know.
Where would it have come from? The monastery is isolated. Few are allowed inside the cloisters.
Before King Sigismund decided to stay here, we took in many folk fleeing his army. We gave those poor souls food, shelter. Some of them washed in clean water for the first time in weeks.
And in poverty, hunger, and filth, all sorts of illnesses thrive.
On top of that, there's construction going on inside the church. There are all sorts of craftsmen and laborers in the monastic courtyard.
What are we going to do, Albic?
We'll go and see to the sick, of course. Then there'll be no reason we can't speak to the abbot in private about our matter.
All right, let's not be worried about that.
Thank you, Albic, for volunteering. I wouldn't have dared ask it of you.
No need to thank me. I'm a physician. And there are people here in need of help. Not only those in the infirmary. If we can rule out plague, that may put your mind at ease too.
That's what I'm praying for. And of course, I'm open to discussing that matter of ours later on. I'll have a room prepared for you right in the infirmary. Brother Benedict, one of our novices, is there, and will tell you all you need to know.
Thank you. But I'd like to ask one small favor. I've been here many times before, but Henry's here for the first time. Would one of the brothers be able to show him the monastery? I'd rather he not get lost like I did all those years ago.
Of course. If you'd like, Henry, just ask Brother Petramil. I just spoke with him before you arrived. He'll show you around and gladly answer any questions.
Thank you, Father.
Very well. We've talked long enough. Let's get to work.
Next to the monk right over there.
Meet the infirmary, Henry.
Of course.
We're gonna gotta go with Albic right away.
I didn't think so. Tell me, Henry, didn't the abbot seem anxious to you?
I don't know. But fear of an unknown illness is natural, isn't it?
Oh, that's true, but
Seems like something more is up.
The plague's a terrible illness. But surely they'd recognize it in the infirmary. Why would he need you?
I'm sorry.
well, the thing is, the monastery isn't in great shape. Not that you'd notice right away. King Wenceslas borrowed heavily from settlers, and now the monastery has to sell land to pay off its debts. And when Sigismund marched on the town with his army, that didn't help matters either. And if plague really did break out, that could be the final nail in the coffin. The abbot might be forced to dissolve the monastery. But let's not jump to conclusions. I want to see the sick with my own eyes before we start worrying about the plague.
Beautiful in here. I'll still follow you, but I just want to look around, and massive too. Okay, that must be Benedict, the novice that helps out. Okay.
It's your bloody fault anyway. Oh, I struck you first, and that should have ended the duel, but no. You just had to have the last blow, didn't you?
These guys.
So, this is the Confessor. What do you make of it, Henry?
He looks worn out. Doesn't even notice us. Whatever's wrong with him, it's clearly taken a toll.
Exactly. At his age, any illness hits far harder than it would a young and healthy man. Well, the good news, I suppose, is that he's not in agony. Pain's part of life, but no one deserves to suffer too much.
Well, I mean, alright. Yeah, let's just nod.
Compassion, Henry, whether for the suffering or even the enemy, is part of every good physician's character. Unfortunately, not every physician is a good one.
Albek? Albek of Unichov?
Zacharias? What are you doing here?
Wherever His Majesty goes, I must follow. You know how it is. But why aren't you in Padua, studying? Have you been missing your homeland?
I was summoned home for urgent matters. And since I'm here, the abbot asked for my help.
Ah, yes. This plague he's so afraid of.
Plague? Do you believe it? Am I such a poor teacher?
Of course not. But until now, it was just my word against the abbot's. In other words, I am truly glad you're here, my friend.
Oh, should be not. Don't say anything.
Henry, allow me to introduce Master Zacharias of Prchatsitz. He once studied under me, but became a trusted friend, and eventually the personal physician of King Sigismund.
You flatter me, Albek. The road to that post was a good deal more torturous than you make it sound. And you are...
Henry of Skalitz. I'm here at the command of Sir Peter of Peace.
Yeah, don't let him know we can fight, maybe.
Albic's aid.
The Lord of Sukdol wouldn't even have let me come here without a proper escort. And I'm the one who's supposed to be stubborn.
Quit complaining. You might find an aide like him more useful than you think. Anyway, this here is Dinesh. He didn't come entirely...
Oh, we're gonna have to stab this guy.
But he's proven a reliable man.
Dinesh Latskvi. Gentlemen?
Well then, now we all know each other, shall we finally return to the matter of the patients? Zacharias, I presume the abbot summoned you for the same reason as me.
Aye, though I've only had time to merely examine them all.
So what did you find out?
All three share the same symptoms. It begins with weakness, then comes fever, rash, and later, bloody diarrhea. By far the best off is the confessor here. He can still talk. The maid and the translator from the scriptorium are much worse. They sleep most of the day, and when they do speak, it's nonsense, because they're delirious with fever.
Right. In that case, first we need to bring down the fever. Have they given you anyone to assist?
Yes, Benedict. He's a novice and a bit odd, but he knows more about alchemy than most.
We'll need linen and clean water for compresses. Pre-boiled water is best. Have you got chamomile decoctions?
Benedict brews a fresh batch every evening.
And what are they feeding them?
Mostly bread, fruit. Yesterday they had fish, but they haven't eaten much of it.
That doesn't sound like proper food for the sick. If they've got a fever, they need to be drinking a lot, don't they?
You're right. This is no good at all. They might as well be feeding them dry pretzels. They should be getting something light and nutritious, ideally in liquid form. Broths, stews, thin porridge.
Agreed. Dinesh will speak to Solarius Julian. You know the way to the kitchen, right?
Consider it done.
Then fetch herbs from Joachim. I gave him a list of what we'll need.
Gentlemen?
Joachim, you say? Well now.
Who's this Joachim? You know him?
The monastery herbalist. He lives in a hut in the garden behind the infirmary. But if I
Well, maybe he could teach us some stuff, but at this point I think we know about more than anybody.
You say that because you don't know him. I'll tell you more about him, Henry. But we have more pressing concerns right now.
Can I help in any way?
The best thing you could do is find out what the patients were doing before they ended up here. Diseases spread through foul air. So if we find where the three of them were breathing the same air, we'll find the source of the infection too.
Who should I start with?
If I were you, I'd start with the confessor. He's the only one still lucid enough to speak. Better hurry. He might take a turn for the worse any moment.
Who should I ask about the maid?
As far as I know, her name's Blezhner. She gets her work assignments from Steward Zdenek. So I'd go and speak to him. And apparently, she's got a friend here. She might know something too. Try and find her.
Who might know the monk who was translating in the scriptorium?
Everything to do with books is handled by the librarian. His name's Crispin. He likes the sound of his own voice, but if you're patient, he might tell you what our patient was working on.
Can I help with anything else?
No, that's more than enough now.
Once you've found something, come back. Maybe we'll have figured out more by then.
Well, okay, alright. The mystery is afoot. Bradley, John, we'll leave off here. We were going to have a couple live streams of this. I do want to do a good majority of this on the live stream. But I can't wait to dig into this adventure. Henry's last adventure, at least in this game. I do have a link down in the video description below because on Steam they do have the Royal Edition, about 40% off. That's the link I get from Deep Silver. So click on that if you want to help us out. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next video.